Hey, Sophie. Hi, everyone. I'm Veronica. I am so happy to be with you. And we're going to do a live session today. Today is actually the 450th video celebration. So, yeah, just going to allow a few more people to get here for my chat to catch up. And I'll be taking questions. Hi there. Sophie wants me to visit her Instagram. Okay. I'll do that. So I am a conscious creation manifesting coach. And I'm based in Chicago, and I'm here today to help make your life better. I specialize in relationships, but I can help you in any area of your life. And we're going to be answering questions today for free. If you would like your question answered on a future live show, maybe you're watching a replay. Super simple. All you got to do is hit that subscribe button, the bell icon too, and YouTube will, in fact, alert you for when I go online live next. They are never scheduled, totally random, and could happen at any hour of the day. I'm really random about it. Hi, Kala. You're in Chicago as well, or maybe it's Kayla. Cool. Chicago. Yay. All right. So I guess let's just get right down to it. If for some reason I don't answer your question today, I can always do one-on-one coaching with you. VeronicaIsles.com is the place to go, and I'm happy to take you on as a client. Oh, and also join my podcasts on Anchor. Favor my podcast there, Veronica Isles. Send me a voice note, and you're actually guaranteed to get your question answered on that one. So it's a lot easier. Today, I'm just going to be taking questions at random, whichever question I see. So there's really no rhyme or reason to it, but I'm here to help. So I hope that the answers can resonate with you, and I hope your dreams come true. Okay, I am going to take my first question. Let's see. It says from RuPaul Patel. How can I make my specific person change our relationship soon? Oh, due to family. Well, I think that you should never feel scarcity or a threat. Even if someone says they're going to end the relationship, they may change their mind. You want them to change their mind, but they will most likely change their mind if you do not beg them, you don't plead with them, you don't corner them as to why they should change their mind. I've noticed that people do things best when you just allow them to come to these conclusions. So, if you're having a problem with your specific person and you're afraid they're going to break up with you, or maybe they already have broken up with you, and you want that relationship to get better, you want to heal the situation, you want things to end in marriage. Not end, but end up in marriage. It's up to you to prepare the way for that. Now, how do we do that? It may feel like your specific person has all of the control, or that their family has all of the control because their family is disapproving. But you actually have all of the control. It just appears that they have the control. You have the control and the power to think up, to dream up any conclusion, any scenario, anything in your mind. Right now, you can imagine your specific person changing his mind right now in your mind. You can imagine that a conversation where he says, I've changed my decision about us, and I decided that it doesn't matter what my family says. I just want to be with you. And somehow they're going to end up accepting you and wanting us to be together and supporting the marriage and paying for the wedding. What's stopping you from imagining that? Well, you usually say, well, that's not going to happen. So why on earth would I imagine that? Why would I take the time to imagine that? There's no way that's going to happen. Well, the only way it can happen is if you imagine it. Again, no one is stopping you. You can imagine anything in your mind you want. No one's stopping you but you. Has all the power in the world to move mountains, to do pretty much anything. I guess we're having internet issues. Sorry about that. I must have cut out. So, your imagination has the power to do and be anything. Anything. Now, the reason why we usually don't give our imagination this credit, this power, is because there's always a time delay. And we always discredit our imagination because it's not instantaneous. So it's not like you imagine something and then boom, it happens. Sometimes it happens that way, but usually there's a time delay, whether it's 2 minutes, 2 weeks, 2 months. I know we don't want 2 months, but sometimes it is, and that's okay. If it happens, when it does happen and you're in that moment, did it really matter how long it took? Of course not. But it's your imagination that's the source. It's the source every single time. And we just discredit it. Like all of the power is within you. So I would say pick yourself up from the sad state of mind. Stop saying that he's going to end things due to family. Start saying, well, what if he didn't? What if he did all the things that I ideally want? And challenge yourself to spend like all day just with happy scenarios, picking those apart to death. Like we always pick apart the bad ones. Why aren't we picking apart the good ones? Why do we give so much faith, so much power to the negative? Both options are possible. Both conclusions are possible. So let's start focusing on the ones we want. Okay. I hope we don't have another internet interruption. I haven't had that for a while. But if it happens, it happens. We'll work through it. Okay. How do I attract an ex to talk to me again? Well, what do you want that ex to say? You could either close your eyes and imagine, you know what the person's voice sounds like. The cool thing is you can imagine anyone's voice in your mind saying anything. Imagine what you want this ex to say to you. Not what you think their circumstance, but what do you, in your wildest dreams, want this person to say to you? Now, you could close your eyes and imagine this. You could also write it down. But in any way, we're going to focus more on what you want them to say, not on what they're doing wrong right now or how on earth is this going to happen. Instead, just imagine it. It could happen in so many different ways that you've never even thought of. And when it does happen, imagine how happy you will feel, how satisfied. So, why not take the chance? Take the chance on what you want instead of what you don't want. Again, you have the power. You have the power within you. You know, your ex can't control what you think of them or what you think of them doing. So why not imagine the preferred results? It could surprise you. If you've ever had someone say something to you that you imagined and it was word for word, it doesn't matter if it's romantic, a family member, a friend. But I've had that happen where I wanted someone to say something or even just was, toying around with an idea. Because sometimes we do this easiest when we're not purposefully setting intentions, but when we're just like kind of hanging around in our thoughts and thinking, that this person could say this. And then boom, they do. That's because you created it. You drew it into your world. So let's use this for good. Let's consciously use it. And let's consciously start drawing into our world all of the things we want. Okay. We're going to take a question from Big Apple Couture. I like that name. What if any person you dated or tried to manifest and your intuition gives you no peace each time, like throughout your life? Well, you know what? You're in control of your intuition. Again, this feels like something that's out of your control. Your intuition can tell you anything. In fact, I think intuition is, so you can actually have intuition towards anything and any result. Usually we give the power of intuition like this credit as if it comes from this outer place, almost like the future is already written and we're getting this intuitive moment leading into the future. Intuition is just conscious creation. We're just blaming it on intuition. But it's just you thinking up something that you think is truth because intuition feels like truth. It's like, ooh, this is going to happen. I feel this intuitive pull that this is going to happen. Just feeling truth about the future. You could feel truth about any conclusion. And even if you're having so-called bad intuition, you could change that too. Like you don't have to keep thinking it as if it's written in stone. Nothing's written in stone. Um, but I think that when you have had a lot of bad results in relationships and you keep repeating the same patterns, it's time to reboot. It's time to take a timeout, like a pause, and start to really look at your situation from a non-emotional standpoint. Our emotions sometimes seem so overwhelming that they will tell us that our subconscious is in control. Subconscious isn't in control. We're the leader of the subconscious. Subconscious doesn't lead us. We have a lot of things backwards. Like we have it in our minds that the outer world is the leader, not the inner world. It's the outer world that is leading the inner world, but it's not. It's the other way around. Um, there's no pre written anything. We do not need to base the future from the past. The future can be anything. The future could be a brand new page from a brand new book, from a brand new series. You know, it's not like, you're in series number 1, you have to go from books 1 to 10 before you can get to the next series. Like, you could jump to series number 700 and take a volume out of that one, and then take a volume that's never been written. Like, oh, we need a moment. Unstable connection. Hmm. I do apologize for whatever reason the internet is having issues today. Okay. How can I make him reach out again? We've had no contact for a while and we live far away. We met online. Okay. Well, if you want him to contact you or reach out, I guess, um, we need to stop giving all of these reasons why he could potentially not reach out. Like you told me, you've had no contact for a while. So that's almost like implying that because there's been no contact, there's still going to be no contact. So we need to take that out. Then you said we live far away. Who cares? Boom. Delete. No more. We met online. Okay, cool. People meet in all sorts of different ways. So let's list 3 strong things. So I don't know your situation, but let's just say when we communicate, we laugh a lot. Okay, that's good. He thinks I'm super attractive. That's good. He says that the communication with me is like nothing else he's experienced before. That's a good one too. So when you're thinking of your specific person, let's list all of these reasons that are in your favor as to why your specific person should be with you instead of saying, well, they live far away. They haven't contacted me for a while. Instead, let's reminisce on when there was contact, how that felt. How lovely it was. What were some wonderful things that he said to you? Now, another important part to mention is that we're not making someone do something. So it's almost like the way that that was worded is that we're trying to force him to do something he doesn't want to do. We want to imagine he wants to contact you in full abundance, like he can't get enough of contacting you. And you don't want to say, well, we haven't had any contact for a while, so why on earth would I believe that? Why would that be true? That almost feels like a lie. Well, we need to start somewhere because we need to create this feeling of contact. So we got to start somewhere. And so we're going to start with, wow, he can't get enough of me. He texts me even when he's half asleep because he has to keep saying things to me and sharing things with me. And he wants to live closer to me. Like he's looking at places for rent. He's looking at apartments that are right near me, or he's planning to move in with me. He's already packing his stuff. Like, create a scenario where he can't get enough of you, like he is addicted to you, begging for you. In fact, that's the title of this video, is how to get someone to be begging for you. Well, how do you do that? You do that through the stories that you're telling in your mind. Now, we don't base these stories on the current set of lack. We base these stories on what we ideally want. And no, we're not being delusional. We're preparing the way for a better outcome. The only way you can receive this better outcome of someone begging to be with you, of someone who can't get enough of you, is by telling the story. Now, you do not need to tell this story 24 hours a day. You only need to tell it when this person comes to mind. Now, if you feel very passionately about this person is going to come to mind often. That is okay. But we need to feel a peaceful feeling. We need to feel it as potential truth. Even if it feels almost like a lie right now, we need to sort of plant the seed that it can feel like truth. Because again, whatever you feel like truth is what your tomorrows are going to be. So, in terms of a relationship, having someone beg to be with you, not that hard. Like it feels almost impossible. Like you have no control over it whatsoever. But these techniques work. because your reality is simply reflecting back to you what you are feeding into it. Your reality isn't real. Your consciousness, your thoughts, your imagination, that is the real. The rest is just echoing. It's just like it's the duplication. Almost like when you're on a computer and you've got this picture and there's this button that says duplicate a copy. Duplicate. The duplication is the outer world. The original, that is the alive part. That is the truth. We need to start giving more credit to that, and then anyone will be begging for you. Like, they'll all be begging, and you'll be like, "Wow, it was so easy." But then you might get super bored, and I think that's why a lot of times we hold ourselves back from actually fully living this, because when you have everything, you get bored. Think about it like you're just given things. You don't have to earn them, you don't have to work for them, there's no drama. Like, think about, like, a movie, like a romantic comedy. Do we like to watch the romantic comedy where we absolutely know that these people are gonna be together? Like, have you ever seen a story where 2 people fall in love and then they just stay happy, like, for the rest of the movie? Wouldn't you be really bored? You'd probably walk out of that movie because 'cause you'd be like, "Wow, this is what there's no surprise, there's no drama, there's nothing to watch, this isn't fun." Instead, we want, they meet and then, ooh, there's drama. There's a misunderstanding. He was walking with his, I don't know, his sister, his like friend, childhood friend who he sees as a kid sister. And she thinks that it's, he's met someone else. And then she stops talking to him. It's a misunderstanding. And there's all this drama, and I mean, look at, like, a movie like The Notebook. I mean, that one's filled with a lot of drama. I don't think does that one have a happy ending? I feel like it's just sad. It's sad because I feel like they weren't together for a really long time. I haven't seen the movie in a really long time, so I don't know. I'm just saying there's lots of misunderstandings, and then there's twists, and then at the end, it's happy. So maybe The Notebook isn't a good example, although I think they are together. We love the ones where they're just happy in the end. Okay. Hi, Melanie R. Just happened to see that. I do want to say that I'm Veronica, and we're doing a live show. We're doing show number 450. Can you believe I have 450 videos? Oh my God. So thank you for helping me celebrate today. We're going to take some more questions. But if you are watching a replay of this, you didn't catch it live, you missed it. You were working, you just missed it for whatever reason. You can subscribe, hit the bell icon, and YouTube will let you know, and you get to be a part of the next one. Okay, let's answer another question. Ha ha ha. Lizbeth, it's staring at me, so let's answer it. Hi, how to get a guy who took my virginity and ghosted me 7 months ago to reach out? Okay. Well, first we got to get rid of the desperation. Got to get rid of the bad feelings. Got to get back into this place of what it felt like to originally fall in love. Like, if this was the first person you had sex with, you obviously were in love. I mean, that was a big decision. So you felt that connection. Like, you were, feeling it in the moment, feeling in love. So what did that feel like? Right now, you're probably connecting more with what it feels like to be ignored, what it feels like to be discarded, what it feels like to, feel like crap. So we have to raise your value and start being like, until he actually reaches out, it's his loss. It's his loss. I'm the prize. I am the one to be sought after. So we need to stop feeling sorry for ourselves. Need to start reclaiming happiness, realizing that something good can come out of the situation. You didn't originally meet this guy to break your heart and to cause you pain and heartache. You met him so that he could bring you abundance and happiness and joy. So we need to start realizing that something very wonderful can come out of this. Now, in a situation like this, you've probably gabbed to a lot of people sort of complaining about the situation. I mean, maybe you haven't, but a lot of times people do, like, when they've been wronged, they will tell their friends, they will tell their coworkers, their parents, sister, brother, sister-in-law, people they work with, just random people at the Starbucks. That, oh my God, this guy, we were in love, and then I haven't heard from him in 7 months. So we need to stop telling that story to everyone. And if we have been telling that story to everyone, those people are probably still going to be asking. So when they start asking you, we're going to tell a new story. The new story is, I'm picking myself up. Something good is going to happen from this. Yes, I still haven't heard from him, but I know he is feeling bad right now. Maybe he's having nightmares. He's like, oh my God, how did I do this? Why did I do this? Maybe he was just feeling overwhelmed. Maybe he really, really loves you too. And he was just feeling overwhelmed in that moment. He got scared. He acted like an asshole. He fled. But now he's going to do the right thing. He's going to do the right thing by you. And he is going to make things up to you. And he is going to treat you like gold, treat you amazing, treat you like you should be treated and never be ghosted again. But we need to put you in a place of feeling joy again. No more chaos, no more disappointment, no more feeling sorry for yourself. Yes, that is a reason to feel sorry for yourself. But if you keep feeling sorry for yourself, like it's never going to get better, you need to work on self-love. I deserve a guy to do this, 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 and this. Write it down. Write down what you deserve someone to do. You could even try revision in this type of situation. Neville Goddard's revision. I do have another video on it. I'll list the link below after this video, of course. After I'm done, I will list that link. But we're revising the situation. So you could write a story where he did the right thing, where he didn't screw you over. And you need to start labeling yourself as someone who is capable of having a miracle happen. Someone who is capable of having things turn around 100%, even if they look hopeless, even if there hasn't been any evidence of him. But we need to stop waiting around for him to do the right thing and just assume he's gonna, because that's what you deserve. And move ahead, move forward. It's not moving on. You need to move forward to a place where that can actually happen. When you think of him, try not to feel hurt. Instead, imagine it's his loss right now and he is going to do the right thing. Okay, I'm sending you a hug. All right, let's answer another question. All righty. There's lots of cats and hearts. Sassy R. When you manifested your ex, you said you woke up every day feeling like today could be the day. How did you keep positive at the end of each day when it didn't? Because I knew the next morning was coming and that could be the day. So just kept moving forward. And the great thing is I had honestly fallen in love with life. So even though I wanted him to reach out, I didn't need it. My happiness wasn't resting upon that. It would give me greater happiness. It was the icing on the cake, but it wasn't what I needed to be happy. I was already happy, already fulfilled, already doing my thing, doing things that made me happy, hanging out with friends I hadn't seen for a while, taking care of myself, treating myself well, getting rest, doing things I enjoyed to do, trying to volunteer, doing good things for others, for the world. Like I was busy. So, like, I wasn't waiting around, and when he finally did reach out, I actually was in another room completely busy. I wasn't sitting at the computer or the phone, being like, when is he gonna reach out? Like, I was so busy, like, I heard the alert from another room and didn't even realize that it was an alert at first. I was so busy. And I had a gazillion things going on. So you need to claim your life. Your life can't be your ex or waiting for your ex. Your life has to be all about you, all about your wonderful self. Sassy R, I love your name because be sassy. Be your sassy self. And don't have attitude, but have that courage within you to be like, I am going to make today the best day ever. And at the end of the day, if it hasn't been the day, there's always tomorrow. Then there's the next day. Then there's the day after that. Any day could be the day, the day. But even though it wasn't the day, like other wonderful things had happened to me, so focus on gratitude. Focus on what you have control over. And I believe that life will open up windows for things you don't currently have control over. Then you'll suddenly get to the next level. It's almost like leveling up in a video game or something. Or Can't think of the way to say it. Okay, let's take another question. Current pulse, no problem. Arabian princess. I don't know what that means. Daryl O'Connor. Okay, let's answer this one. What do you do when you regularly talk to your specific person and some stuff they say and do can knock you back and make you annoyed at them? How do you stay positive when you need to get stuff off of your chest? Okay, it's not just about staying positive, it's about not getting triggered. So, for example, Um, annoyed. I'm annoyed. You're still doing the things that annoys me. I don't like this. Okay. We are not going to react in a hugely passionate way of negativity, like, because we don't want that situation to persist. And this advice goes for anyone that's currently doing something in your life that is frustrating the hell out of you. You got to stop reacting to this current moment of frustration, seeing a higher and better outcome. For example, they said something that made you be like, why did you say this? Don't let it spoil your whole day. Also, don't think that they're going to be saying this forever. They may have just said it. It's frustrating. Yes, you deserve to be frustrated for a moment. Then let it go and realize that one day they are not going to be saying these things to frustrate you. They're actually going to be doing things to make you feel happy, to make you feel good. That's what you deserve. So ideally think what you would want them to say. What do I want them to say? Well, you didn't elaborate on the situation, so that's okay. But whatever it is, it's not annoying. It's good. It makes you feel warm and fuzzy and happy. If, for example, you need to get stuff off of your chest and be like, respond in a certain way, it's fine. Like, you don't have to bite your tongue. You don't have to put on a happy face and swallow your feelings. You can express these feelings to them, but do so in a confident way, not as the victim and not as the one who's ambushing this person. Let's speak from a confident way from our hearts, expressing our feelings, expressing our frustrations in a constructive way towards positive change. And let's have the belief within them that they actually have it in them to do things that make you happy and not frustrated. Okay. So if you're just joining me now, I am Veronica Isles, and I am so happy to be with you today. You can visit my website, VeronicaIsles.com. You can subscribe to my channel. You can visit me on Instagram. You can visit me on Anchor. You can download my new app, Affirmations app for iPhone. And yes, it will be available for Android at some point. So don't worry, Android users. I haven't left you out forever, just for the moment. It's just available for iPhone. Okay. Let's take another question. I'm going to take a total random one. So I'm going to scroll up and see where it lands. It's like roulette. It's exciting. It landed. Where's it going to land? I don't know. Oh, it's weird. I got to Daryl O'Connor again. That's so strange. Okay. I'm going to take the question above it. I don't know if you'd asked that question before, but I went to the exact same question again. Rebecca Hall, how to manifest a relationship with someone emotionally not available. Let's stop labeling them. It's almost like labeling someone a player or labeling someone as putting you in the friend zone. Why are we labeling them in the things we don't want them to be? Why? Why? Maybe they have not been emotionally available, but they can change. Like, you love this person, you want to be with this person for a reason. So let's think of them in the highest and best way of being capable of doing things that make you so happy, blow you away. So let's stop labeling them in these negative ways. No more. No more. Okay. I'm going to answer this question, then that'll be the last one of the day. At least I think it will be. Erica Blakely. Erica with a K. Hi, Veronica. Hi, Erica. So, my specific person and I are always on and off, but we always end up back together. But the reason we break up is always the same reason. Oh, my goodness. We got to get you out of the cycle. Yes. Okay. So, when you think of this person and you think of the pattern, It's time to imagine this pattern finally coming to a conclusion, like you're growing up, you're evolving, you're headed to the next level of your relationship. So, we are going to imagine that this person also wants like version 2.0 of the relationship where you get back together and you stay together. Whatever this reason is suddenly a thing of the past that is no longer even on the minds of either one of you. No passionate energy towards this. None, none, no. We're not going to do it. And we're going to live out the conclusion, the fairy tale conclusion that you ultimately want in your mind and heart. So, what do you ultimately want? Let's start seeing this person as capable of doing these things and also wanting the same things. Like, not that we're forcing them to do something they don't want, but that they actually want this too. Like, they're tired. They're tired of this broken record. They want the new conclusion where you live happily ever after. Okay, so that concludes video number 450. How to get someone begging for you. Any of these tips will work, as will any of my other videos, 450 of them. Do watch my video from Fiji on Wednesday. You can join me there in November. You can manifest it. You can also join me in Boston in August, Italy in August. I'm going to be busy in August. Where else can you join me? You can join me in Montreal in March and a whole lot of other fun places. So you can meet me in person. I would love to meet you. I think Fahad Ahmed really wants me to answer this question. I'm just going to answer it. I really love specific person. She is best friend. Now she is engaged. You know what? How do I get into a relationship with her? I would just imagine it. I wouldn't even think about the person she's engaged to. I would just think about you and her. And how beautiful, how delicious, how amazing that is. I mean, people have broken off engagements. People have broken off weddings to other people. Like that happens. Like in the world today, there's probably been a gazillion people. Well, maybe not that many, but lots of people who broke off engagements, broke off weddings. We want it to be in your favor, though. So we want you to be the person who, not the person that they broke it off with, but the person who they went with. We want to imagine yourself as the winner. And I want to say that that's really important. Yourself the hero of the story, not the victim. So whenever you're playing a story in your mind, 'cause we're always playing a story, let's see ourselves as the one who wins, the one who gets the guy or girl, not the loser. It's up to you. Again, it's your choice. Your choice. Be happy to help you one-on-one, VeronicaIsles.com, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Catch my new videos and have a good one.